Hi everyone! Today I want to share a new project I've been working on using some new Sale-a-Bration products and some products from the Occasions catalog. I want to start with the products from the Occasion catalog. They're just beautiful and I think you're going to love them. It's the Petal Palette suite. There's a Petal Passion suite. The stamp set's called Petal Palette and it is a big set. You've got a lot of sentiments over here, but then some really pretty images that I think are great for so many occasions. And they're painted kind of looking, so they have a kind of a watercolor softness to them that are just beautiful. And the die set that coordinates with it is just amazing because it cuts out some of these intricate flowers and the bird, but it also comes with some additional dies that cut out some fun accents. For example, I cut this one in vellum and we're going to use that on the card. And it's just this big sprig, and it's a very nicely sized, so you can use this on scrapbook pages or card fronts. It's not going to get lost on a big scrapbook page, and it's really pretty. And then, oops, it's kind of static clinged onto there. And then there are these dies that don't have matching stamps, but check them out. So you've got this really pretty accent piece that cuts out the outline of flowers, and a little tinier one, and then this is really pretty. You can put that on the background of something, and it's just a really lovely accent. So these are just little added accent pieces that don't have stamps, but the stamp set is quite large. There's also a bracket. I don't know where it is at this exact moment. But it cuts out this. Oh, here it is. It cuts out this really nice bracket, which has a really pretty end finish on it. So that's a really beautiful stamp set. And then the paper that I'm using here is a free choice for Sale-a-Bration. It's called Springtime Foil, and it's a nice heavy glossy cardstock with some foil accents. So you've got a floral and a polka dot and a leaf and a stripe. And this type of cardstock takes color wonderfully, and it's really great for sponging techniques, which is what I'm going to do today. So let's make this one. It starts off with a piece of this really fun polka dot kind of foil, and I'm going to use this really fun sponge brayer. Now they come like this. You get two handles and two extra little rollers, and someone just ordered these and I opened them up really quickly, and I'll put them back in her bag because I wanted you to see how they come. Now they do wash. You can run them under hot water, cold water, whatever, and the ink usually comes off, but the Melon Mambo or even Cherry Cobbler and Real Red tend to stain the sponge. So you can rinse it really good and clean it really good and still use it for other colors, or decide that you're going to have a dedicated red family sponge, and then, because the other ones rinse really nicely. When I made the yellow and purple versions, the ink came right off, but then when I made the Melon Mambo version, not so much, but it still works. So I started with Pink Pirouette, and I just grabbed some ink. Now don't press too hard because you don't want to dig into that foam pad. The little handle can cut into that foam pad if you dig into it. So you're just kind of rolling back and forth. This Pink Pirouette is very faint. Hopefully you can see it on the video. There we go. And then I moved on to Flirty Flamingo. I didn't bother cleaning the brayer between those two colors just because Pink Pirouette is so pale, and I think I got most of the ink off when I was using it on my card anyway. So you're going to kind of go on top. Now you don't want that harsh stripe. I'm getting most of the ink off down here, and then I'm going to move it, kind of work my way back up over that Pink Pirouette now that most of the ink is off, and lightly go over that so I don't have such a harsh line between the two colors. So see how I kind of went back up, and then you can go back down and get the rest of this ink off your brayer, but you can kind of go back up and soften that line a little bit. Alright, let's move on to Melon Mambo. to turn it upside down. There we go. And I'm going to go heavy down here, get that ink off the brayer, real heavy, and then lightly go back up over the Flirty Flamingo to soften that line. Okay, so there's your ombre technique, and then we're just gonna put it all together. So I layered this, this is 3 3/4 by 5, and I layered that on top of a piece of basic black, which is 4 by 5 1/4. And then I just layered that right on top of a card base. In Melon Mambo. There we go. And then on a piece of scrap paper, I stamped my greeting. Now the set comes with a lot of greetings, but I'm using thank you because I have some thank you cards for customers to send out, so I could use a lot of thank yous. So let's do that one, but you can choose one of the other sentiments. I think the card lends itself well for a best wishes birthday or congratulations or whatever you need. Alright, so then I've got my 2 little pieces, and I'm going to cut them out with those matching dies. Alright, I'm going to cut them out on the Big Shot, and I'll be right back. And then I just used my markers to color them in. You can color them in with your favorite coloring medium. You can use blends or the watercolor pencils or blender pen. And I'm just going with the quick marker. I'm going to add some darker center to my flower and like a little shadow on the edge. And those leaves, I used Flirty Flamingo and Pink Pirouette, and I'm using Old Olive on the leaves. And now we're just going to put it together. So on the background, I'm using this vellum sprig here, so I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive to the background. And I'm going to lay that right on top, and there's plenty of adhesive poking through, so I can just stick that right there. Now, I don't know, do I want to use this and this? Since I cut it out, maybe I will, since yeah, I don't know. Sometimes less is more. You decide, you tell me. Leave me a comment, say you should have used that. Okay, so then I'm going to add my thank you kind of offset from that circle, and then this flower is going to get added with a little glue dot. Now I kind of do wish I had used that. It's so pretty. I should have put it down lower. Well, on the next one, I'm going to use this little fun element. And then a little baker's twine bow for a little added black to kind of bring out the background, and just a little pop of black. Okay. There we go. I hope that you'll check out my blog, bethspapercuts.com, or join me on Facebook at my Facebook page under the same name, Beth's Paper Cuts. I'd be happy to see you there, chat with me, tell me what you think. There we go. And there's links to these products on my blog as well. So check out that Petal Passion suite and maybe think about doing the bundle with the stamps and the dies. They're just gorgeous, and you'll get the free Sale-a-Bration product with that. And the papers are just beautiful. I want to show you some others that I did. I colored these with the Stampin' Blends. They are beautiful. but I also colored them with just Stampin' Write markers. You can kind of blend on this with the Stampin' Write markers on this paper because it's glossy paper. So the ink kind of sits on top for just a little bit, enough time for you to kind of add a second layer with a deeper color. So this is with the Stampin' Write markers. And this one is Pink Pirouette and Flirty Flamingo. This is Wisteria Wonder with Perfect Plum. And this is So Saffron with crushed curry on top. And then I did the leaves in Pear Pizzazz and Old Olive. So you got 2 different colors on this paper, and it's just beautiful, I think. So check out these things. I'll have pictures of these at my blog, bethpapercuts.com, and I have a frequent buyers reward program. So if you purchase from me often, then you can earn points to get some free products too. And that's on top of any Stampin' Rewards or Sale-a-Bration products you're earning currently. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll check back again, and I hope you'll subscribe and leave me some comments. Thanks. Bye.